Let's talk about Hit versus Vegeta. In Dragon Ball Super episode 104, we saw Hit get pushed to his limits by Dispo, and it was really the first time that we saw Hit be that vulnerable. I mean, yeah, Goku and Hit had a great fight in episode 72 of Super way back after the Trunks arc, before this arc, where Hit appeared to be defeated by Goku, but we've never really seen Hit in one-on-one combat actually get dismantled the way Dispo did for a big portion of this episode. So I'm posing this question out now to the community. We started it over here on the Geekdom 101 Facebook page. Check out the Geekdom 101 Facebook page, facebook.com/Geekdom101. Join the community there. And so I'm asking the community, like I have done before, to kind of give me their thoughts. And the question that I'm posing is this: if Vegeta versus Hit happened now, if it happened again, since it's been a little while since the Universe 6 tournament when Vegeta and Hit fought the first time and Hit smoked them, would Vegeta defeat Hit or would Hit still win? So this is first come, first serve. I'm not going to be able to get to every answer. Unfortunately, there's just too many of them. There's over 100 already and more coming. 181 comments, almost 200. By the time the video goes up, it'll be way past that. So I'm going to answer some, or look at some of these answers and kind of comment on them and kind of get you guys' thoughts. And also make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you leave comments down below as well and vote. Do you think that Vegeta now, not back then, now that he's been training, and can he beat Hit, or is Hit too much for him? We're going to delve into this topic right now. So let me go ahead here. First response is from Kelly Gonzalez. I have to say Hit wouldn't go down easy, but their fight will get interrupted by someone. Well, and then I asked him, but who would he win? And Kelly says, yes, Vegeta would win. And then Matt Day says he might win. It all depends on if Vegeta's pride takes over and he messes up. Hit just needs to keep a distance and switch it up with Dispo. There's truth there, but I don't believe that Vegeta's pride will be a problem this go around, because one thing about Vegeta is that he does learn from his mistakes. He can be an idiot sometimes, and he's done a lot of idiotic things in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. We all know that. But when he fought Frieza, for example, Golden Frieza, Vegeta didn't hold back at all. He didn't gloat. He just went in there and just smashed him, And so I think that this new Vegeta now, because now he's a lot more mature and a lot less prideful, even though he still has pride, it's a lot less than he used to have. I definitely feel like if he fought Hit again, he's going to really focus on winning the fight versus just trying to be a big prideful dude. But we're going to discuss more on that, because there are certain techniques I want to get into here as we go on with this discussion. Ryan Keebliss says, unless Vegeta pulls something out of his ass, I really don't see it happening. Hit is way too bonkers. Well, I think the main two problems with Hit that fighters are going to run into, everyone's going to run into, is not just the Toki Tobashi, which seems to get better and better the more Hit uses it and the more he fights, but also the fact that Hit gets stronger every time he fights. He kind of has that ability Saiyans have in a way, except his seems to be a little bit better. I mean, I don't really know for sure, but based on, because I recently went back and I rewatched the Universe 6 fight with Goku and Hit, and I think that Hit's, I don't want to call it Zenkai, that's not really what it is, but Hit's improvement seems to happen faster with stronger opponents. So that's interesting. Now, Nishant Hada says Vegeta, but he has to put some effort, like using the technique of switching between SSG and SSB shown in the manga. It's not just about raw power. So Nishant is saying that Vegeta can win if he uses the technique that he used in the manga and that Goku used, on 104, which is you conserve your Super Saiyan Blue power. You don't really use Super Saiyan Blue, and you go from red to blue. You go from God to blue. You use God to conserve your stamina, but then when you're ready to strike, you go to blue. So I do think stamina would be important, but the question is, can he match up with Hit's speed? I think that is going to be the determining factor when Goku and Hit, or I'm sorry, when Vegeta and Hit do have their rematch. And I do think they will. In fact, part of me thinks that in the Tournament of Power, the guy who's probably going to eliminate Hit is Vegeta. I know some think it's going to be Topo, and that would make sense considering that that's the narrative of the next big, opponent for Goku. That makes sense story-wise. I think that the idea of giving Vegeta his win back might happen, but then again, everybody thinks Vegeta is a joke. I don't think he is, but some people do, so what can you say? Nicholas Leonard, I don't think Vegeta would smoke him, but I think Hit still comes out on top. It would be close and a good fight. Ashar Ismail, I think they both will be equally matched. The fight would probably be interrupted, so yeah, no exact prediction. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not looking for the interruption. I mean, that's possible. I'm just saying who would actually win this thing. Can Vegeta beat him now? Kevin Carl Kinney says Vegeta would be caught off guard by some of his techniques, so that's difficult to answer, but Vegeta would probably win. I mean, that's the thing, though. Here's the thing you gotta remember, is Vegeta's very good at adapting to opponents, and he's also a fighting genius. This has been stated by several people, including Vegeta himself, right? So, I understand that Hit is better now than he used to be, but I don't want to discount Vegeta because Vegeta, he already fought Hit before, so he knows some of his movements. He's trained with Goku. He knows now probably better than before how to avoid the time skip or maybe even defeat it. You know, especially after what Dispo did, you would think Vegeta would know that too. So I don't think the fight's going to be close or is going to be like the last one. Hit's going to have to pull out like a much more improved time skip and much more speed. Jesse Torres says Hit might come in strong, but Jeets probably has it in the bag. It's not like he's fighting Beerus. Well, yeah, in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 27, which I have the review up on the channel right now, check it out. Vegeta does fight Beerus, and he does decent, but he ends up getting beat up anyways. You know, Vegeta, he stood no chance against Beerus, and it goes to show that individually Goku and Vegeta, as of right now, are not close to surpassing Beerus. Maybe later, but not right now. Joshua Drew Boostria. Writer said Hit versus Vegeta is exciting soon, but Vegeta finally kicking that Hit's ass. He's talking about, there was a tweet that Toshio put out that he wants to see the fight, and that would be exciting, but he didn't actually say it's going to happen. I think it will happen, but I don't think he didn't actually say it was going to happen. Charlie Clark says, I think Vegeta would definitely be able to challenge him, but wouldn't be able to defeat him. So people are still thinking that Hit's going to beat Vegeta. So that means that they're putting Vegeta way lower than Goku can, because I think Goku can beat Hit. I think the fact that Goku looked so good against Dispo in the last episode, when Hit was having problems, even though Hit wound up making a comeback, I think Goku can defeat Hit. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I think he'll do it. Grant Baldock says Vegeta has never faced a time skip, and Hit constantly improves throughout a battle. Well, no, he did face a time skip, brother. He faced the time skip in the Universe 6 tournament. He got beat up, but it's one thing that people never really talk about as much as I think they should, and I brought this point up many times, is that during that fight, Vegeta had just got done fighting Kaba, Magetta, and Frost. Even though the Frost fight was a formality, Vegeta was already tired. He was more tired then than Goku was when he fought Hit, because he had been resting on the sidelines for a while. So it's one of those things where I wonder if that fight happened now with a fresh Vegeta, it would be a different story, you know? He says if it's a longer duration battle, Hit will win. Over a short duration, Vegeta will have the chance. I think the reason why Grant is saying that's because of the fact that Hit improves. And we haven't seen, the thing about Hit is we have not seen him capped off yet. Like, we've seen him constantly improve, but we haven't seen him hit his limits yet. And that's going to be interesting. Now, keep in mind also that in the Tournament of Power, the rules state you can't kill your opponent. So that's going to once again prohibit Hit from using, for example, that technique that he used, that one-punch kill move he used on Goku. If this fight took place outside the tournament, I could definitely see Hit killing Vegeta just based on that technique. You know, this is a very dangerous character. I think people forget how dangerous Hit is. He is ridiculously dangerous. In this tournament, though, he is suppressed and inhibited because he can't do those kind of moves. Otherwise, he gets disqualified. Jose Rafael Becerril Donovan. Now that we've seen Dispo push Hit around, that's kind of the point of the video. It's pretty simple, not to mention Goku only used God against him. No, Goku used God and Blue against him, bro. Watch the episode again. Goku switched between God and Blue. He used God for most of it, but he did use Blue as well. And I do believe, if those of you who were probably wondering, do I think Vegeta knows God? I think the answer is yes. I'm not saying that I know it's yes or that it's a spoiler. I'm just saying, if you're having me take a guess at this, I think he does know God in the anime as well as in the manga. We saw him do it in the manga. Jake Mikael says, I think at this point Vegeta would beat Hit. It would be close, though. Vegeta would have done much better the first time if he had the advantage of seeing Hit fight and learning about his ability as Goku did. Yes, that's another great point. Thank you, Jake, so much for that response, dude. Great point. The time skip was a new thing, dude. When Goku or when Vegeta fought Hit the first time, it took the king of the universe, the galactic king. I mean, sorry, the king of the galaxy. He had to tell Goku about the time skip. So it's like people forget that Vegeta, Goku used Vegeta as like a as like a punching bag scapegoat to kind of learn from. You know, which again, you know, I don't really hate Goku for that because during the fight with Cell, Goku used himself as like a showcase for Cell's technique so Gohan could watch. You know, he said that. So it's the same thing. Thomas Handman, I still don't think Vegeta is a match for Hit. Goku has the Kaioken to keep up with the Toketobashi. That's true. I still don't think Vegeta has the speed to counter the time skip. I think the speed is going to be the big thing. Kyle Johnson writes, if we go by what we saw during the Hit versus Dispo fight, Dispo was fast enough to completely negate Hit's time skip. As far as we know, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is not faster than the time skip, which was at the time slower than Dispo's speed. Yeah, as far as we know. That's the thing. We don't know, but you're right. But now that the fight is over, Hit has further surpassed the limits of time skip to be faster than that of even Dispo. That's right. So I feel unless Vegeta can find a way past it, Hit's new and improved time skip, he won't stand a chance yet again. The thing is that we have not seen Vegeta at full power yet. We saw him for a brief second. Him and Goku did that final flash Kamehameha, you know, combo move, the tribute to the Vegito move. They did that to eliminate Universe 9. But we haven't seen Vegeta really fight all out with Blue. He's been sticking to yellow. So I agree with what you're saying. It's just that we still haven't seen how strong Vegeta has gotten. But the thing that Dragon Ball Super is being very clever about is we haven't seen Vegeta train. And I'm under the impression that Vegeta did not train that much, you know, as much as you would want him to because of the birth of his daughter. And I think that he was more caught up with that, you know. So Goku may have surpassed him strictly because of the fact that he wanted to be with his daughter versus training. You know what I'm saying? Homero Olvera, I would like to see Vegeta win, but I think Hit should win. Well, it's not about who should, it's more about what you think, but I'm still going to read what you say here. He got better and faster fighting Dispo. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Never mind, I know what you mean. He should, like, logically, I got you. That's what I like about him. Every fight he evolves and gets better. I love that. Well, so does Vegeta. I mean, don't forget, Vegeta and Goku also have that ability, but I think Hit's is even better. So, Tim Griffith's Monkey. That can't be your real name. Hit is the king. He's just too good. Whatever is thrown at him, he adapts and kicks so much ass. Yeah, he's a super popular character. I should mention that Dragon Ball Super, I gotta double check this, okay? Because I'm recording this video early in the morning. 104 got a 5.0 rating. Now, I'm not gonna get into the ratings, but that's up from the past like 4 weeks, right? The show was doing 4s, and it jumped up to a 5. So there was definite interest from the Japanese audience of Hit and Super Saiyan God Goku. So that tells me that even though Hit seems to be really popular over here in the West with the English-speaking audience, he's pretty damn popular in Japan too. I think they've done a great job of making Hit a big character and putting him over because he draws ratings. This episode drew a rating, and that's a big thing for me. Like that goes to show that the next episode preview from the previous week got people interested in this Hit episode. Hit is over, dude. He's a draw. I'm using wrestling terms, but you get what I mean, right? He's a draw. He draws money. He draws eyeballs. People want to see him. Harman Singh Modi, I will say that Hit is going to win. He's faster than Vegeta, and we have not seen more of Vegeta in this arc. Yeah, but that's the thing. We haven't seen it. Doesn't mean he doesn't have that kind of power. Saad Salman, maybe because Vegeta did get a huge power boost in the Black arc and did train the Room of Spirit and Time for a few months. That's true. But we don't know. Hit might also be hitting the gym, and he might have improved his fight with Dispo. No, he did improve in his fight with Dispo. That's unquestionable. The question is, has he improved to where he can still beat Vegeta, or has Vegeta surpassed him? Vuk Sebastian, Vegeta always punches without thinking. He always I don't think Hit will outsmart him. I don't know if I entirely agree with that, because I think Vegeta has become a much better fighter lately. I think he was definitely more of a brawler in the early series. I think that he's become more pinpoint with his accuracy and with his attacks. Sometimes he does do that, though. I mean, he'll let his anger unleash, but I think he's become a better actual combat expert. I always point to the fight with Frieza. He's just smoking Frieza with precise hits. I mean, I think he knows what he's doing, but who knows? If he gets mad, he'll do anything. AJ Moreno, Hit constantly improves over battle, and this battle with Dispo has improved Hit, so I'm thinking Hit will take the win. That seems to be the big thing, is the Dispo thing. Bobby Woods. I think Hit would still beat Vegeta because you have to remember every fight he's in, he gets stronger and faster. We also know how strong Vegeta has gotten with his training. I mean, that's pretty much the entire kind of. That's the narrative right there. You know, that's not just that. That's also something that a lot of people like. I feel like the it's pretty even here as far as what people think, but I feel like Hit has the advantage as far as what the people, at least on my Facebook, are saying. Terrence Toa says Hit uses Vegeta's pride against him somehow and causes him to lose the battle because of it. That's possible. We talked about that earlier. But here's some interesting ones here. Aaron Gill says, I think Vegeta will win due to his sheer determination and will to be Hit. Yeah, Hit has a win over him, dude. I mean, he wants to get that win back. Francisco S. Florimon, same thing. Vegeta would win because Vegeta's a ruthless bastard and he doesn't care. I mean, they're saying that Vegeta's going to let it all out, but is letting it all out going to work? See, there's the thing about Hit. Is all this rage boost crap, it ain't gonna work on him because he's too fast and he has time skip. It's not gonna work. You have to fight him focused. You can't do the I'm angry shit on him. It's not gonna work. See what I'm saying? A couple more and then we'll get out of here. Mark Purcell, I don't think it would be an easy fight for either of them. I feel it would be close, but the winner would depend on whether they want to take their characters. So if they want to make Hit seem like Goku's new rival, Hit will win. But if they want to keep Vegeta as his ultimate rival, then he'll win, depending on where they want to take the story. My bet is Vegeta will win. I mean, yeah, that's the meta answer right there. Let me go ahead and get Lucas's here. Putini, I bet Vegeta would win now. He was aware that he would face Hit again and even stronger guys, and I bet he got prepared for him. Plus, he might have mastered SS Blue by now. That's what I'm saying. That this time, Vegeta knew Hit was coming. Vegeta. Obviously, in the back of his head, we can presume that he has tried to figure out the time skip. He knows about it now. He's been in the ring with this guy before. He wants to get his win back. So let us know in the comments what you think. I could not get to all these because, like I said, there's hundreds of them. But please feel free. I will definitely be reading them. Please feel free to hop in the Facebook group, facebook.com/geekdom101, the community. Have a fun time having these discussions, and everybody gets a chance to be heard. So it's a good time. Anyways, thank you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and take care of yourself and each other.